Welcome to the Single String Show, everybody. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here, but if you're looking for the best instructional and educational content in the archery community, you are in the wrong place. This show is all about fun and celebrating this incredible pastime of single string archery. Cody, are you pumped to be here, dude? Dude, I'm anxious. I'm like shaking. We're live.
I am. Even though we've got the technical issues here, but it looks like we're popping back up and getting it going. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah. It's okay. We're good. So to everyone viewing this, we want you guys to participate. So please comment often, ask good questions, play along with the games we're about to play, but please keep the comments positive and keep this show interactive. As long as you're positive and having fun, you'll have a voice here on the Single String Show. So start slamming that keyboard with comments and questions, and we'll showcase your comments live right as we're going. So perfect. So to start off, please help us out. Over the next couple minutes, please settle a bet that Cody and I have had. So over this entire time, we've been trying to get this Single String Show up and running. We've been building these YouTube studios. Look at my backdrop. Look at Cody's backdrop, and comment below who you like. Whose is better? Whose studio is better?
That's pretty simple.
Cody hates this lamp. He hates this lamp.
It represents a lot of things.
All right, and please, while you're here watching this, please like and subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, just share this show everywhere. Also, we are in uncharted territory here, so we're live streaming with a ton of production layers going on in the background, so please be patient. In the event we have any technical issues along the way, this is a pilot show. Cody, anything to add, brother?
Nope, I think you've covered it. What's different about this is we're bringing on some guests, and you guys can ask them questions. And the key to this being a quality show is being able to interact with the guests instead of hearing a one-sided podcast. And you've already covered that we're asking people to be patient because we are going to have some technical issues, I can tell, right when we go live.
Already. We already had a false start live.
Yeah.
But, okay, without further ado, let's go to our first segment of the show. Let's go for the news. All right, everybody, welcome to the Single String News, where we are bringing you the most up-to-date information from around the single string community, where half the stories are true, and we do our best to get our asses kicked. So let's dive in. The traditional community's very own Clay Hayes is being featured on the hit television series Alone, Season 8, on the History Channel. When asked about his time on the show, Clay said, quote, "It was way easier than I thought it was going to be. It was a great opportunity to spend some quality time with all my friends." Olympic trials and team selection is coming to an end. The USA archery team has secured 2 individual spots for the upcoming 2021 Olympics in Tokyo, Japan. Brady Ellison is returning to the Olympic archery field, and Casey Caulfield is making her first Olympic debut. Hot off the presses, the men and women's archery teams have secured their team spots in the Olympics in the final qualification tournament this past weekend in France. Cody, I'm thinking about 2024. What do you think? Giving it a go?
If the Koreans are grooving in throat clickers, I think you get a chance.
I look like Brady.
That's not part of the script.
July 24th is the start of international archery competition for Tokyo, so check it out. Be watching that. And get your loincloths and metal detectors ready, everybody. ETAR 2021 is officially a go. Legendary Trad Rendezvous has moved locations from Coudersport, Pennsylvania to Morris, Pennsylvania. Dates are still the same, July 22nd through the 25th, just the location has changed. And if loincloths and buckskins aren't your thing, you can always walk around like this dork in a button-up collared shirt doing his best impression of Calvin Smock, like he did at ETAR 2019. That right there is Cody Greenwood, if you don't know.
That's plaid. It's trad. Plaid is
a button-up collared shirt, bro.
Plaid is trad.
Oh. In other news, Rob Patuto of the popular Stickboat Chronicles podcast has killed a bear. So congrats to him, our good pal, on his success this spring bear season. Along with this nice harvest photo, he also posted this picture, which I'm assuming is showing claw marks on the tree he had the bear tied to.
Oh, God. Wait, go back. Go back. This isn't script either, but it just dawned on me. If you look at this, Rob's the only guy that poses the grip and grin, so it makes him look larger. He gets the bear behind the log to look smaller, and it makes him look actually taller. He's got a completely different strategy than everybody else. Oh, Jesus.
The second leg of the IBO Triple Crown was held this last weekend in Franklin, Pennsylvania. Let's review the results of the tournament. Men's barebow, congratulations to the kid, Daniel Collins. He's on fire. Female barebow, a huge congrats to Sydney Phipps. You may see more of Sydney Phipps later on the show. Trad class, Matthew Lesowski took home the win. And in longbow class, congrats to Kenneth Jordan. Some upcoming tournaments to watch out for: ASA Metropolis, June 24th through the 27th. IBO third leg of the Triple Crown, Nelsonville, Ohio, July 8th through the 11th. And Trad Worlds, much anticipated, Chapmansboro, Tennessee, July 15th through the 18th. And if you're looking for a good challenge this weekend, Aaron Snyder's Best of the Best tournament is occurring in the great state of Colorado. This unique event pairs a compound archer with a traditional archer to shoot an extreme backcountry 3D course that is located right smack dab in the middle of Aaron Snyder's backyard. And as an added bonus, they will also have some games set up by the registration tent that have the same odds of winning as the archery tournament.
That's not funny at all. I'm appalled that you
We are
even made that
definitely
comment.
going to get our asses kicked. Okay.
No, next week we're going to have a competition on who has the most original teeth. Trad Lab prediction, I'm going to win.
Compton Traditional Bow Hunters 2021 Rendezvous occurred this past weekend, and it looked like an amazing event. So congratulations for all the Compton members that put on that awesome event. It looked awesome. Also, a big congrats to the new leadership of Compton Traditional Bow Hunters, who were announced last week: Brian Burkhart, Dale Karch, Scott Hargrove, Mike Mitten, and Rob Patuto. Gosh, why does this seem so familiar? Cody, if Mike Mitten were a Spice Girl, which one would you be?
It's got to be the one in the platform shoes, I guess.
Okay. In other news, the barebow community has submitted an official request to the World Archery Technical Committee to clarify or publish an official interpretation surrounding subconscious triggers. The community is hopeful that this written interpretation will remove some of the gray area that currently resides within the official barebow equipment rules. At the timing of this show's recording, World Archery has not made a ruling yet. But one thing is for sure: I don't envy the person who has to try to explain to the technical committee that we aren't talking about these types of archery triggers, rather these types of archery triggers.
My gosh. Paul's going to be
Jake
very
Downs,
angry at you.
Jake Downs, well-known killer in the traditional archery community, has started a new podcast showcasing a blue-collar approach to spending more quality time in the field while never sacrificing quality time with the family. Jake, proving to be a trendsetter, has started a hashtag Earn Your Hunt movement throughout the hunting community. The rest of the country calls this hashtag Going to Work. South Cox of Stalker Stickbows has recently purchased A&H and Dryad bow companies. South will be bringing these brands into Stalker Stickbow's new production facility. While it's not 100% clear on what South's plans are with these two brands, one thing's for sure: it won't be long until he has his grimy mitts on your favorite bow company. And lastly, Trad Lab continues its streak by yet again pissing off half the traditional archery community by delivering bad news with zero couth. Trad Lab spends 99% of its time studying quality, continuous improvement, and data. Maybe Trad Lab would benefit from a little change in their research material.
Is that a real book?
And
where did you?
It is a
who
real
would monetize
book.
that? Is that in the push pack?
But you need to buy it. It's not in the push pack. And that wraps up this segment of Single String News, everybody. Please remember, tag us on social media in all the news that you seem worthy of the Single String News segment. And that's the news.
Not bad.
There you go. So,
yeah,
Cody, who's going to get beat up first? You or me?
It's definitely you.
Yeah. All right, let's bring in our guest. This is so exciting. The first guest on the Single String Show. We want to give you all an opportunity to interact and ask questions with our guests. So start filling up the chat below with anything you may want to know about our guests. Cody, let's bring them in. Our first guests need no introductions. Owner of Safari Tough, Randy Cooling, and co-owner of Traditional Vision Quest, Denny Sturgis. Guys, what's going on?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Not too much.
Un momento.
He came in.
Un momento.
I didn't push one for English. Just a second.
Oh, God.
That's great. Randy, what did you think of the news?
Yeah, I had...
See, you couldn't see them, but I could, and they laughed particularly hard at a few of those
good.
sections.
Probably the Trad Lad one was the best.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. All right, let's get started. Guys, if you have questions, start filling them up. I'm going to queue up Cody to start bringing in some questions across the screen, but I'll get us started here. Denny, Masters of the Barebow, Volume 6. Go or no go? What's going on with that?
Right out of the gate.
we're talking about doing it next year. Heavy on hunting. Uh, Cody has some ideas too, but we're not sure we're going to use them or not.
Most of them are centered around me,
We
of
got
course.
That's awesome. That's great. So you said summer next year, you think?
that would be my guess.
Awesome. That's great. That's sweet. Randy, there's some controversy on who killed the first animal with the white bear bow arrows.
Oh, yeah.
Can we kind of settle that out between you and Cody right now, live?
Yeah, we've been back and forth, and I
I think we all agree.
I don't know. He's I have my own stipulations on what counts and what doesn't.
That's
So
Here's free range. I got free range covered for you.
and he actually had to go back through my Instagram page and try and find the date I posted the picture to make sure that it was
3 weeks, and I
a day
actually
or two
have.
after
I still
him.
have the bloody
So,
arrows.
yeah.
He does.
I took time to go
I
find
think-
these out of a bucket.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
the decision is cut and dry here, Randy. I think it was Cody. Cody has the first official
Yeah.
kill with the new white bear bow
Yeah.
arrows, right?
So what was
Yeah.
funny is we
If I
argued
know
this.
we were going for it, I'd have done something about it. I didn't know we were racing.
We go through this argument, and he's debating with me, and then whenever I prove it, he goes, "Well, what'd Dad win you?" Like it didn't count. It's no longer a
Yeah, that's
competition.
what I was gonna say. Did
That's
you get an
awesome.
award or any money or?
That's awesome.
All
Cody,
for
you got any
bragging rights.
listener questions here? Viewer
Not
questions?
yet.
Tee up?
Someone called you a lady, and other
All right,
than
that's
that,
great. Randy, you've recently taken over Safari Tough. Are you fixing all the screw ups that Rod ingrained in the company before he sold it to you?
There were no screw ups.
So what's
No,
new with Safari Tough?
I have changed some of the products. The Aeromaster back quiver, I did redesign it, and it's I made actually the main things I did to it is I added a solid plastic sheath the whole length of it. I beefed up around the hole where you pull the arrows out of, so it can't flex if it's against you tight. It'll keep its shape. I've repositioned the wires in it that shape it. A lot of guys don't realize that if they would fall on it or anything, a horse step on it, you can reshape it right back. And then I added a D-ring to it so that guys can hook a carabiner on it and clip it right to their backpack. So when you're
Oh,
wearing a
that's a cool
backpack,
feature.
you don't have to have the strap over your shoulder. You can just clip it, and then if you have another strap on your backpack, you can wrap around it if you want to stabilize it in a certain position or that.
That's
So
awesome.
it's a lot more useful, easier to use, I should
Okay,
say.
that's sweet.
and you've got a new
So-
quiver coming.
Yeah, I
Oh,
want
yeah.
to hear about that.
Yeah. I have a new 2-arrow quiver coming out. I think I finally have all the parts. I got one part coming yet, and I think I'll have it. So within a month, yeah, it's going to be called the Dick, and that's why Denny holding up
No, it's
the
not.
Comrade Dick in the screen there. So it's going to be really small and lightweight. It's just going to weigh a few ounces, and the whole idea is for it to complement the Aeromaster back quiver. So you tune it with one arrow in it. It carries only 2. You tune it with one arrow, and guys that don't even like having it on, you should be able to just throw it on, go hunting, and it's not going to change the tune of your bow. Like
That's
adding
cool.
a full bow quiver. Yeah, you add a full quiver on with full of arrows, and you're going to need a stiffer arrow once you start adding that much weight to a riser. So that's the whole
So,
basis
what's
behind
the-
that.
What's the Cody? Can you cue that question back up real quick?
Yeah,
Throw
he's
that back
asking
in.
about the
What's the status?
Grant.
Oh, there you
Tim's
go.
asking about the
Oh.
buffalo hunt.
The Cape Buffalo hunt. Denny and I were going to Mozambique Cape Buffalo hunting next month, and Mozambique, out of the clear blue, about maybe 3 weeks ago, banned all bow hunting of dangerous game.
You're kidding.
No, so another hunt canceled in Africa. Denny's been there before, where they've canceled his hunts. Denny and I were going a couple years ago. Denny was going to hunt leopard in Zimbabwe, and I was going to hunt Cape buffalo. And 2 weeks before we left, uh, Zimbabwe banned all bow hunting, all thick skin game. And so I paid a little more money, and I was going to go leopard hunting with Denny. And then right before we were leaving, we found out that trad bows were not allowed to leopard hunt.
Oh, wow.
So,
Really?
I mean, I think it was
Buffalo
about
hunt.
the day before, huh?
Buffalo
No, we
hunt
couldn't.
was
We couldn't use
illegal.
trad bows for leopard hunting. Remember, we had to fill out all that, like a resume, and send them to him, and they had to get it approved for us to use our trad bows to
Oh,
leopard
right,
hunt.
right.
And yeah, because we actually canceled the hunt. I think, wasn't it the day before we were leaving? We told them we weren't going to go or something like that. And then the
Yeah.
outfitter called us and talked us into it. But anyway, so we had to fill out these resumes about everything we've shot, everywhere we've hunted, and get them emailed to the outfitter. Then he went to the government and petitioned the government for us, and they issued us permits to use our trad bows to leopard hunt. Yeah. So it worked out,
That's
but there
wild.
was a lot of drama involved for a couple
Sure.
weeks there. So we're just kind of getting tired of that kind of stuff happening.
Yeah, for sure.
And Den, you were going over one other time, right? And then you couldn't bow hunt.
Right, Zim. Yeah.
A different
Dude,
time.
look at that
Though.
trophy room, Denny. That's crazy. Look at those animals behind him.
All right, we got
That's
one.
wild.
We got one for Denny regarding the new arrows. He's wanting to know spine range and GPI. I'm not going to have GPI off the top of my head. Do you know that,
I'm
Denny?
not either. I know 700 to 260.
Yeah.
And
They
I
go all
don't
the
know
way
what
down
the
to
spine.
700?
I don't know what the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 340 is 10.4 grains. I think a 400 is 9.8. I'm not sure. A 300 is like about 11.2 maybe. And then a 260 is 12 point something.
Maybe slightly heavier
I'm not
than
sure.
Axis.
Yeah.
Yeah, slightly heavier than Axis, it sounds.
But they are Axis arrows.
So, Randy, where can you find those arrows right now? You sell them through Safari Tough. Are there any other distributors of that arrow?
Yeah, I have shafts at Safari Tough, and I have all spines. And sounds like their 500s are gone. I still have quite a few 500s, but so if you're wanting them, you about have to go through me right now. I'm not sure at Safari Tough. I'm not sure who else carries them. I don't know if anyone does besides Three Rivers and me. But yeah, they're going. The 500s are out at Three Rivers, I believe. They told me they were anyway. Yeah, last weekend.
Okay,
So.
Awesome. So Denny, we're talking about these arrows and everything. Can we talk a little bit about? We got a chance through these rehearsals to meet your wife, Marie, and she's killing some huge animals with super ultra light poundage compared to what most archers would feel comfortable walking in the woods. Can you chat a little bit about the lethality that you've experienced with hunting with her light poundage bows, and let's just talk through that a little bit.
Sure. Marie shoots a 58-inch Black Widow PSR. It's 40 pounds at 28 inches. She pulls about 25. We figure it's 32 pounds at her draw length.
Wow.
She's shooting a 600 grain or 600 spine shaft with a 250 grain broadhead on the front of it. It weighs just right at 500. And she's routinely shoots through deer and turkeys, and recently went to Africa, shot a gemsbuck, a kudu, blue wildebeest, and most of everything went right down in sight on video. So we'll be sharing that
wild.
In the next Masters.
No
But
kidding.
the arrows are super tuned.
There she is.
She hears you bragging about her.
Hi, Marie.
Marie's getting it done.
She can't hear us through the speakers, through your headset.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's great.
So we'll have to send her over to the Momentum Facebook group and validate every one of those guys.
Yeah.
All right, we got a few questions we're going to have to get through. We're going to get bombed here.
All right, hey, can you reduce the font on those, Cody? They're stretching across the screen. Make them smaller if you can.
All right, I'll try. The guys aren't going to be able to read them if you do it too much. The first is the most important, of course, from Tim King, and it's regarding it's regarding a discount on sleeveless shirts. I had to throw that in there.
My guys love it because they have extra stain rags when we're doing small woodworking jobs.
Yeah, I bet.
The first one is a question around trading in old quivers for new quivers, Randy.
Trading in?
Yeah, would you do a trade in if we have an original quiver
No,
for a new one?
no, no. I have
Cody,
some old ones for my own little museum, but
Cody's quiver back there smells like a rotten javelina.
Yeah,
From
I
what
pulled it up
sounds
earlier,
like.
and it had some javelina arrows in it, and I opened it up to show my Rod Jenkins signature, and I about puked. It was pretty rotten. Best glue for bare bow, I think it's bare OW shaft fletching.
Barebow,
bare
barebow
bow.
shaft.
Bare bow.
Yeah, what
shaft
glue to
fletching.
use on your barebow shafts? The white shafts.
I use
Randy?
Fletch type. I use Fletch type platinum with a wrap on it because
Okay.
I'm using Vaintic HP vanes, the 2 inchers. So and put them
What do you
on
use for
with a
components, like inserts and
air,
stuff?
I shoot the aluminum head insert, and I put a bar on the end of the shaft, a broadhead adapter ring from Easton, and then 125 grain point on a 340 shaft.
Denny, what do you use?
I'm using 3-inch trad vanes, and I glue it on with the what is that? It's the stuff made by Arizona, the super glue. I've
Impact?
had
Is it
failure.
impact?
No, I can't remember the name. Max Bond, I think.
Yeah,
What
AAE
it
Max
is.
Bond.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had they fell off on a Three Rivers wrap with the Fletch type platinum, and everybody was making fun of me at Randy's home range, but I don't know why. They look good, but they fell off. So I've had good luck with the Max Bond.
That's great. Cody, got one more too?
Yeah, we got
Two
a
more
few here.
questions here.
So,
Good, line
a
one up.
Chama chair review for Randy. Randy, are you using Chama chairs? Charma chairs? Chama chairs? Is that a joke?
I tried one that I borrowed a guy's and tried it around a fire at Baltimore Bowman trad shoot, and the back leg broke out, and I went down and hurt my shoulder. So
That's awesome.
that's where that came from.
There's your review.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
That's hilarious. There's
So
still on for
Still on for what?
Skia from
are
Christian
you coming
Wilder.
to Skeetar? Are you going to Etar, Randy?
Yeah. Oh,
Awesome.
to Samo. Yeah, I'm going to Etar. I got it all
Yeah, that's
pretty
awesome.
much taken care of today.
Got the booth
You know,
locked down.
when you were at Baltimore
Yeah.
Bowman, I saw some pictures of you sitting around the campfire with Christian Wilder and the crew. And
yeah.
about an hour later, I get these drunk calls from Wilder, and I know better. I know better not to pick that phone
He
up.
said you wouldn't. He said I was
I
sitting right
know.
next to him. Yeah, he said he's not going to answer, but I'm going to call him.
That's right. All right, Cody, one more question, then we're moving on.
There's a question around how important is 3D competition in preparation for hunting?
Oh, there you go. That's a great question.
And that may be, we may be losing Denny.
I think it's the closest you're going to get to getting in different situations, shooting life-size animals. If you can get shots across valleys, downhill, uphill, and especially hunting something like deer and when you're gapping and stuff, getting used to the size of the animals, and kind of know where to hold on them especially at longer range and stuff. It helps.
Absolutely.
So there's nothing you can do really that's any better than that. And that's still not as good as just getting out there and getting it done.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it nice. The pressure side of things, I think, helps a lot. Getting out and getting yourself into high pressure, get that shaky hands going, trying to shoot your
Oh
bow.
yeah.
That helps a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot better than
Yeah.
just stashing in your backyard.
Absolutely.
Not sure
Everybody's
what
a
where.
champion in their backyard.
Sorry.
Denny's
right.
Denny's decided to be a big part of the show.
Thanks for the contribution, Denny.
Mhm.
You're doing great, buddy. You're doing great.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God! All right, so let's move on, Cody. Our next segment here is a shooter showdown. So this segment is each week, Cody or I will shoot head to head against archers from around the world with a fun twist for the loser. So Cody, let's roll this week's shooter showdown.
Shooter Showdown.
All right, everybody, welcome to this segment of Shooter Showdown. We have Sydney Phipps on the line. Sid, how old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
And you just graduated from high school, did you not?
Yes.
Congratulations, that is awesome. So tell me, what's going to be a better highlight for you for the summer? Graduating from high school or making me smash an egg over my face live?
Making you smash an egg over your face live.
I figured you were going to say that. We're going to go arrow for arrow, okay? And the contestant gets to choose the distance. And Sid, what distance are we shooting at tonight?
20 yards.
20 yards. So we are shooting at an egg at 20 yards. First arrows up to you, Sid. Fire away. And if you break it, I get an arrow for redemption to throw. Then we keep going. But if I miss, whoever egg is standing gets smashed right on their face. Fire away,
Okay.
Sid.
All right.
What do you think, Denny? Who's going to win this one? Sydney or me?
Sydney's in for sure.
Oh, just low.
Ooh. All right, first arrow's in the bail. I am not. My egg is still standing. Is your egg still standing?
Yes.
All right. Ooh, good shot, Sid. Good shot. I will let you know that my egg is still intact after my second arrow, if that helps you.
You try
So
to
for
talk
everyone
while she's
viewing
getting a
this-
shot. Yeah.
Everyone viewing
pressure,
this,
Sid.
you know, she let her bow down because something wasn't right. She didn't just wing it out there like I did. What? You just hit it?
Yeah.
You did not. Oh,
Yeah.
son of a brick. Let me see.
Yeah. Way to go, Sydney.
That's pretty good.
I know. She's awesome.
She's a
7-time
shooter.
IBO champ right there.
This
She's
is
awesome.
crap.
There's the egg.
Oh, you're kidding me. All right. Well, I guess I'm.
Now here, look at this. This is the competitor that she is. Do you see the egg drawn on there where she's been practicing?
Yeah,
So
look.
she's practiced shooting it vertical or horizontal.
Yeah,
That's
she was trying to
competitor
figure
right
out
there.
what's
I'm
her
going to
best
take the walk
way
of
to
shame
hit.
here, so give me 1 second.
She showed up
All right,
ready
here we
to
go.
This is Matt Zernzak, Shooter Showdown. I lost to Sydney Phipps,
I am
and
never gonna do this.
so egg is on my face.
And for all the help that you have been to me, and I feel bad.
Yeah, do it.
Dang it, I don't want to
Do it,
Sid,
Sid, do
it.
Yeah!
Oh,
Thanks everybody for watching Shooter Showdown on this episode of Single String Show. Appreciate it.
what a sport.
She's
I
a
know.
competitor.
I
She's a
would have
competitor.
smashed it on my head if I won.
She was ready to go.
Oh, that's awesome. That's right. All right. So this next segment is called Bow of the Show. So this is open discussion. We want you guys throwing comments down below in the chat. This has a little bit of a show and tell feel to it. So this is traditional archery, right? We feel a lot more connected to our equipment, and we want to hear those awesome stories. So in this segment each week, we're going to ask our guests to kind of show and tell one of their bows, their current bow they're shooting, or maybe something sentimental, some piece of their archery equipment. So Denny, you're up first, brother. Show and tell. Show us the bow of the show.
All right. I just received this bow a couple days ago. It's a Black Widow PSR. It's 60 inches, 54 pounds at 28 inches, and it has carbon lambs. I've been shooting these PSRs for several years. The difference in the carbon lamb to the glass lambs is the carbon limbs weigh quite a bit less. They're impossible to twist. You can crank on that, you cannot twist that limb. There's a lot less vibration, not that there was a lot of vibration to begin with, but this is real dead after the shot, feels nice. The same poundage as my other PSR, same arrow. I'm gained 8 feet for my point on, so I'm going to have to go back through all my gaps and refigure them, but it seems to give me a real nice flat spot from 10 yards to 25 yards. It almost looks the same, so I can pick a spot and set a very similar gap, and it is easy to shoot. I like the way it carries through. I've
So
got
Denny, real
a
quick, I have a
bow
question
grip.
for you. I have a question for you.
Yes.
So you just to clarify, you said that you gained 8 feet on your point on distance, so roughly about 3
Me-
yards, just from
You mean
going
8
with the
yards,
carbon
right?
limbs. 8 yards or 8
Or,
feet?
I'm sorry, 8 yards.
Oh wow, that's significant.
Yeah, it's because I was point on at like 25, and now I'm 33.
Wow. And I know you're about to talk about the grip and what you got on there here, but let me just ask a question. So you were a PL shooter, a longbow shooter for so long, and now you've moved over to the PSRs recently. Why the switch?
It's estrogen levels
Well,
rose.
this
Go ahead, Denny. Go ahead.
it's the same grip. So I've been shooting the same grip since I think 2002 is when the original prototypes came out, and the other grip that I shot on my LAG longbows was similar, but it's the same grip. I'm very used to it. It's small. I know how to hold it. I've spent so many years with it, and I just kind of went back to my roots. I started with a recurve bow and a bow quiver, and uh, it's a little more maneuverable. And I just felt like a change. Nothing against the longbows,
Did you drop your overall length?
but
Are you shooting a shorter bow now?
yeah, I didn't like the 60-inch longbows, so this is 60-inch bow, so it's easier if somebody shoves in a blind that's too small, or I just like the way it feels. It feels nice to carry it around, and handles nice, shoots nice. Uh, if
That's
you
great.
have a really shitty bow arm, though, you'd probably need an MA.
Oh wow!
I can't
You'll
argue with that.
Oh
I can't
wow!
you'll
argue with
get
that.
for everyone viewing, you'll get that joke in about a minute and a half. All right, Denny, keep going. Let's hear about what's on your grip.
Okay, yeah, this bow it's cut to center, uh, and I have this new Bowmar bow wrap. Josh Bowmar came out with it. It's real tacky, and I wouldn't recommend putting it on to learn how to grip your bow. Rod Jenkins always says shoot your bow with nothing on it because it's slippery, and your hand will find the right place to hold the bow where there's no torque. You're not slapping your arm when it jumps to the target. But these bows are very lightweight, so if you make a good shot and the bow jumps forward, uh, your fingers can be real relaxed. You can still have a relaxed grip, and when the bow jumps forward, your fingers will catch it because of the tackiness, even with a glove on. So that's why I really like a tacky grip, because I can have a relaxed hand in a hunting situation, and helps keep me from snatching the bow, which is a bad habit I do.
What? I think I already know the answer to this. What broadheads are you running, Denny? Does it rhyme with quickie?
I'm running Wiki No Mercy, and believe it or not, you can't see me spin it, can you? They spin true. They can shave hair. and they kill lots of stuff. And then I could put a kid through college while some of the guys are shooting heads, and there's nothing wrong with shooting expensive heads.
Oh man,
I just value
I knew it was going to get
value my
nasty.
money.
That's great. All right,
Well played.
that's awesome, Denny. So I wrap my grips on all my grips, so I'm really interested in that Bomar grip. You like that a lot?
It's really good. I'm very impressed with it. It's
That's awesome.
it's got adhesive on the back of it. It's kind of like baseball wrap, but
Yes, is it like racket? Is it like a racquetball grip tape or?
kind of. But I've done all those, and this is better. He nailed it.
Is it thin?
It's
Is it real thin?
It's very thin and very tacky. I think it's going to be durable too. I haven't used it very much. It just came out, but it seems very durable. And I was sweating like heck the other day on the range. And when it got wet, it was still just as tacky. So I think it's a
That's
winner.
awesome.
I think Josh came out with a really nice product.
That's great. Well, thanks for the review. And speaking of tacky, Randy Cooling, you're up, buddy.
Hold on, give me a second here. I got to move these guys around. This isn't going to be super clean.
It's all right. You're good.
The real reason Denny went to a recurve is
Here we go.
because I said to him one day, "Why would you shoot a longbow when you can buy a perfectly good recurve?" And he said, I never thought of it like that. And that was it. He
So
ordered
you influenced him.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I shoot a black quill. Uh-oh, now I'm freezing up. PMA
Okay, you're good.
for because I got a bad bow arm. I can't sit steady, I guess. And here's a look at the new quiver that I designed, the 2-arrow quiver we were talking about.
Very cool.
Yeah, oh, my tab's hanging on there. We also have some really, really well-made tabs by a master leather crafter, and it's a high-quality shell corded on them.
You've actually recently upgraded those, right? Over the last 2 months?
Them. Yeah, they're different. Yeah. If you've been ordering from Safari Tough for the last year, these are the tabs you're getting. And I shoot a springy rest also. This is a 62-inch. It's 55 pounds at 29 inches. And I have carbon limbs on also. So Denny went over the differences in those. And to give you an idea what the change was for me, I was shooting a 57-pound wood laminated limbs. And when I got a 55-pound carbon limbs, for the same arrow to shoot, I had to take 50 grains of point weight off. So
wow, that's cool.
I had to stiffen the arrow up that much, dropping 2 pounds of bow weight. And they're just a super stable limb. The other thing I do is that I really like, and I've been doing for a lot of years now, is I shoot these little VaneTech HP vanes for a couple reasons.
Put those up to the camera a little bit closer there, Randy. Let me see these things. Okay, sweet.
I've been using these. I've used them with big, heavy broadheads. I've used them with everything. They're $11 100 at Lancaster, and they're not a blazer. They look like it, but they're softer than a blazer. And I shot these off a shelf for years. A couple benefits to them is when you're shooting in high crosswinds and that, the winds don't grab the back of the arrow near as much. And I've shot with other guys with 4-inch feathers and even with trad vanes, 3-inch trad vanes. The difference in speed with them, at 50 yards, I gained 3 more yards on my gap.
What's the name of them, Randy?
These vanes. Huh?
What's the name of those vanes?
VaneTech HPs. And there is a VaneTech HD as in dog, but you don't want those. They're a lot stiffer. They look identical in that, but they're stiffer. And when I shot these off the shelf, I shot them with the cock vane up. And I left a little gap between my side plate and the bottom, and they just shot beautiful.
What broadheads you running?
Well, I think I'm going to shoot iron will. I got some in December, and I haven't shot anything with them yet. But I took one of them out and I shot it into a foam square block target 25 times, and it would still shave hair after that many times. So I think I'm gonna use those. Uh, and maybe I got some cutthroat 3 blades too that shoot real well for me.
Those are good. Those are good. Those are really nice.
Yeah, they're a real nice head. I was in a hurry when I had to drop point weight last year, and because I was surprised and I didn't have many 125 heads, so I went and bought some Montec or G5 Montecs, and those
they're going with Denny on the cheap heads.
Yeah.
That's great.
I've shot about. I mean, I've killed my brown bear with a Zwickey No Mercy, and I mean, I've shot all kinds of heads, always changing. I used to be more of a gearhead than I am now, as far as trying everything, and now I'm trying to clean out downstairs and get rid of it.
Right.
Get rid of the stuff.
That's awesome.
But,
all right, Cody, we have a little bit of time for maybe a question or two. Any question worthy of throwing at these guys?
There was a question around how to carry a traditional bow on a bike without having a 62 inches across my handlebars. I don't know who that would be addressed to. Who here rides a bike with is anybody a subject matter expert on this? Your guess is as good as me. You're asking the wrong guys.
Unless you throw it in a bow case and put it on it like a horse somehow, so it goes onto your leg like it's on a horse scabbard. And
the other question.
Yeah, those are coming in. Those are coming in a little too hot.
These guys made me make them too big. I'll have to take down the whole scene, but I'll read them to you. Yeah. So he just started shooting off a weather rest and putting a crawl on the string, and he says his trad vanes are getting ripped off the shaft. Is there a connection here?
With the veins coming off, I tried to be doing some different gluing.
Oh, hold on, Randy. Hold your fletching up to the camera again. I was going to leave you alone until you said that. It looks like Helen Keller fletched your arrows. Look at that bead of glue on there. Good Lord. Well,
My veins don't fall. My veins don't fall.
Oh, shit.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Randy. I don't go.
What the heck's
Look at how ugly those are.
Awful.
Look at that.
Oh,
look at this.
take a little pride.
I'm with you, Randy.
All right.
I'm
yeah.
over glue. Oh, just
Glue's
slab
too
it on
cheap
there.
to be losing veins on a hunt.
Amen to that.
He goes.
Oh, yeah. Denny puts glue on and then he wipes it off with a paper towel.
That's a good trick.
Oh, geez.
I learned that from Cody.
There, see. Thank God.
You dab that?
I'm with
no
you,
problem.
Randy.
Perfect.
I'm Team
See
Randy.
how pretty that is?
Yeah.
All right, to the viewers watching this, comment Team Randy or Team Denny on. Do you wipe the glue off and try to make them look pretty, or do you go like Randy and just make it just tons and tons of glue?
Back to the original question. He said he's got a weather rest. He's running a crawl, and his veins are ripping off.
I think he's got a knockite issue.
Yeah, you better make sure it's tuned.
I think he's got a pretty bad collision going on.
Even though you shouldn't be ripping your veins off. If if the glue's adhering, you shouldn't be ripping your veins off.
So here's what we've learned. Despite this being a completely different format, we're adding just as much value as you asking that question on traditional bow hunters on Facebook. So you got 4 different answers and none of them are right, probably. So
yeah,
you are going to have to play with your tune. You could be torquing the string. Right. If you watch a Ken Beck tuning video, he covers torquing the string and how it bounces off the shelf. If you're running a fixed crawl, you could be a little bit more prone to that. Or if you're running a fixed crawl, you could be needing to make a slight tiller change because it could be throwing your arrow into the shelf. But it could be any one of those things.
What vein is ripping off? About half
it's trad veins.
The rest, but
it's trad vein.
Oh, the trad vein is, yeah. No, not what kind.
Yeah, it could be a glue problem.
Yeah, he shouldn't be having that much contact to rip off a vein.
The arrows,
no matter what he's running.
He shouldn't be losing them from hitting
Nope.
You see that?
I agree.
The
Yeah, I
grumpy
What is that?
people.
That's good.
The grumpy people. Team Randy. The fletching is
King.
not a fashion
Team
show.
Randy.
That's right. That's right.
How can you tune with another 15 grains of glue on the ass end of your arrow, though?
They're all the same. They're all the same.
They're all equally bad.
That's great.
My arrows are consistent.
He held that up to the camera,
Oh,
and it looked like my welding. It looked like chicken shit on the back of there. And I thought,
Your
wow. And then he
welding.
starts talking about the glue. All right. Do you want to walk through
Sorry.
yours, or where are we at on time? Matt, you want to
No,
walk through
we're
yours?
done here. We're going to move on to the next segment. Hold on, Cody. Don't change scenes just yet. I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a tease here on what we're playing. So do. Go for it. Change our scene there, Cody. We're going to play a new game here. We're playing Jeopardy, baby. Single string Jeopardy. Are you guys ready? I'm excited. I'm pumped. Let's get this show started. So the rules here are pretty simple. So we're going to alternate which one of you guys pick the question. So Randy is going to be playing against Denny here. All right. And if you don't answer the question correctly, the other player does not have a chance to answer or steal, just for sake of time. We're going to set a timer here. I got a timer set up right now. I'm going to set this thing for 7 minutes. We have 7 minutes to get as far through this board as possible. At the end of the 7 minutes, whoever has the most points wins. And it's as easy as that. All right, starting the timer right now. And our categories for this evening are nerd stuff, know your bows, the legends, past and present, target archery, better on fur, and trad police. Randy, you're up, brother.
I'll take trad police for 200.
Trad police for 200. According to the trad police, this weapon is better than a traditional bow. Come on, Randy.
Yeah.
What was your answer?
Weapon is better than a traditional bow.
All right.
I should know this.
The answer we're looking for is none. No bow.
Oh, nice.
Is better than a traditional bow. No weapon is better than a traditional bow. Denny, you're up.
Better on fur for 1,000, Matt.
Naturally.
Oh, man. He's going straight to better on fur for 1,000. Weighing in at 700 pounds, the North American elk can run as fast as blank miles per hour.
25.
Ooh, the correct answer is 40.
Jesus.
Hey, you asked for a $1,000 question right off the bat, brother.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Randy. You're up, buddy.
I'll take better on fur for 800.
Ooh, better on fur for 800. The permanent bony base for antler growth located on a male deer's skull.
I don't know the scientific name of it.
3 seconds. 2.
Go ahead.
Randy, do you know it? Or I'm sorry, Denny, do you know it? The answer is pedicle.
Can I steal it?
Pedicle.
Oh, the pedicle.
Pedicle.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Denny, did you know it?
Denny, you're up.
Hell yeah.
Denny did know.
Heck yes.
Look at him. Look at him. He wanted that $800 so bad. He wanted it. You're up, Denny.
The legends for 1,000.
Oh my goodness. The legends for 1,000. This modern legend won the Lancaster Classic, the Vegas Shoot, and Outdoor Nationals all in one competition year.
John Demmer.
Ooh, that's
Dwayne
a great
Martin?
question. Oh, those are great guesses. We were talking about the great John Dillinger.
Oh.
Randy, you're up.
Sorry, John.
You knew that. What was it, Randy?
Nerd stuff for 200.
Nerd stuff for 200. Adding tip weight to your arrow will result in this reaction.
Instant lethality.
Your arrow will shoot weaker. It'll weaken your arrow.
Oh, we got our first points here, people. Holy crap. My God. 200 points for the first. We're
that
only
his
5
first point?
questions in. Denny, you're up.
Oh, I better get something. Nerd stuff for 1,000.
Oh my goodness, nerd stuff. Oh, you shouldn't have picked that. 20-second challenge. You have 20 seconds to shoot an arrow. Go.
Oh, he's going to do
Go.
it in his house?
Go.
Oh,
Is he really going to do this?
Oh my God, is he going to do this? Do it.
Oh,
Hey!
sorry about the hardwood floors, honey.
Oh, get his ass kicked.
20-second shot.
Did he really do
Oh my
that?
God. He just shot an arrow.
We got to take that off the program.
It's stuck in the floor.
Oh that's awesome. I'm having way too
Holy
much fun with this.
crap.
Randy, you're up. Randy, you're up.
I'll go nerd stuff for 800.
Nerd stuff for 800. The thread size and pitch of an industry standard plunger hole.
5/16 24.
Oh, very nicely done. Ties the game up at 1,000. Neck and neck here, boys. Denny, you're up. 4 minutes left on the clock.
Know your bows for 800.
Know your bows for 800. This bow company names their models after predatory animals. Their popular kids model is called the Weasel.
I know that one.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue. Predatory animals.
3, 2, 1. Want to throw a guess out there?
Don't know it.
I know
Stalker.
South Cox Stalker has a weasel.
That's right. That is Stalker. All right, you're up, Randy.
Nerd stuff for 400.
All right, nerd stuff for 400. Blank wing feathers will make the arrow rotate clockwise as viewed from the back of the arrow.
Right wing.
That is correct. Takes the lead at 1,400. Denny, you're up.
Oh, what's that one on the right again?
Matt's
For
Underneath.
1,000. I
Trad
can't see it.
police.
Trad police.
Oh,
Trad police.
Trad police for 1,000.
You guys should be experts.
Trad police for 1,000. Traditional Vision Quest was way better off before blank got involved.
Oh, that's easy. That guy that just laughed.
I need a final answer, Denny.
That's Randy Cooling.
No, takes the lead with 2,000 points. 2,000 to 1,400. Randy, you're up.
I'll try Trad Police for 800.
Ouch.
Trad Police for 800. Plaid is blank.
There it is.
Trad.
That's right.
Hey, 800 points. Very nice. Takes the lead, 2,200 to 2,000. Denny, you're back up. We got 2 minutes on the clock left.
Know your bows for 1,000.
Know your bows. Oh, this is probably my favorite question on the board. Here we go. This is a tough one. For all you bow nerds out there viewing, scream out, slam this on the keyboard. Here we go. This classic bow company manufactured bow models named Stallion, Longhorn, and Comet. Tim King, where you at, brother?
Tim King would know
Comet.
this. I'll bet you he would know this.
Oh, the only Longhorn I could ever think of was a Quillen, but that's not it.
Ooh, judges.
Don't know.
We're gonna accept it. It's a Quinn.
It's a Quinn, the Comet.
Oh,
yeah.
that's not who he was thinking
Quinn.
of.
Quinnan.
We're giving it
Quinn.
That's
Yeah, I do
not
know
who
that.
He was thinking of. I'll take
That was those magnesium riser bows.
Was that the first?
Judges.
Hurry
There's
up.
No judges.
You're behind. Hey, you're
I'll take
behind
nerd
by
stuff for
800.
600.
Because there's no
There's stuff for
judges.
six.
He's calling.
There's stuff for 600. This type of tiller is when the lower limb is preloaded more than the upper limb.
Negative.
Ooh, I am sorry. The answer is positive.
Oh, it's the other way.
Denny, you're up, buddy. Take a commanding lead.
You guys really stick with the wood.
Better on fur for 600.
Better on fur for 600. The Shawnee name for elk is blank, which means white rump.
Oh, is it Wapiti?
Yeah.
That is correct. Commanding
That's
lead
not how
at
you say it.
3,600 to Randy's 2,200.
Uh,
You better get
I'll
going,
try,
Randy.
I'll try no. Oh, how much am I down?
You're down. You're down. You're down 1,400 points.
Oh shit!
This game's
Target
over.
Archie for 1,000.
Target archery for 1,000. We got 30 seconds left on the clock. Playing the outdoor target round, barebow archers will shoot at a distance of blank.
Outdoor target. 50
Three.
meters.
Oh, 1,000 points. 3,200 brings it to 400 point difference. Let's go, Denny. One more question each, and we're wrapping this thing up.
Legends for 800.
Legends for 800. This modern East Coast legend has no shortage of self-filmed videos of turkeys and whitetails falling to his recurve. Some may even call him a, quote, guru.
Kurt Cabrera.
Kurt
Oh,
Cabrera
yeah.
is correct.
I can't catch you.
A good man.
You can't catch him. Go one more, Randy.
No.
One more question.
Can't touch us.
All right, I can't touch him. Let's try Trad Police for 600.
Trad Police for 600. Veins are blank.
Not Trad.
Sure, we'll take that. We'll take anything. There you go. Perfect. All right, everybody. Cody, let's switch over to our
Let's switch
here.
over. Wow.
Thank you, everybody, for playing Single String Jeopardy. We hope you guys had fun with that. The final tally was Denny at 4,200 and Randy at 3,800. Nice comeback there at the end there, Randy. Nice work.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I'm still
All right,
pissed.
let's wrap.
He was thinking of Dan. He was thinking of Dan.
He's still
not
calling the
some twin
controversy.
guy.
I know. After I gave him the points, I realized who he was thinking of.
Yeah,
Danny's
he wasn't
like
thinking of that
Dan
guy.
Quinn. Yeah. That's awesome. All right, we're going to shut this down here, guys. Thanks so much for participating in this first show. We really,
We got
really
one more
appreciate
question
it.
we got to hit him up with.
Okay. Yeah.
Before you shut them
Go
down.
for it.
Blaine asked them their favorite piece of gear. So if you had to pick one piece of gear, what would it be?
That's a good
That'll be
way
a
to
tough
end
one.
this show. Go ahead, Randy.
My bow. Bow. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what kind of gear he's talking about. I mean, backpacking or what? But yeah,
How about you, Denny?
just in general.
Denny, favorite piece of
If
gear.
I only had to, I would take my binoculars because I use those a lot more than I do a bow. And
Ooh, dang, that's a good answer.
Oh, that's funny.
you can't kill without your arrow. You can't kill anything with a bow anyway, unless you beat it to death. So
That's awesome. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for joining us here. Randy, please tell everyone where they can find you and tell us what's going on with Safari Tough. And everyone, don't leave the show just yet. We got another cool segment coming up right after we let Randy and Denny go.
Yep. You can go to safaritough.com, and if you go to my contact page, my email's there and my personal cell phone number. Instagram, I'm Safari Tough and Randy_Cooling. On Facebook, it's Safari Tough and just Randy Cooling. And
Awesome.
if you call my number, you get me. I'm the only one there is. So any questions,
Awesome.
and even if you're wondering about hunting or some gear I might have used somewhere, give me a call. You don't have to call just about Safari Tough stuff.
Randy is a Sitka gear subject matter expert. He's helped me out several times.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Denny, you're up, buddy.
you can get our shooting videos and hunting videos on download at traditionalvisionquest.com. The DVDs are available at Black Widow Bows, Three Rivers Archery, Safari Tough, in Lancaster. And the arrows, the bare bow only arrows, are available at safaritough.com and threeriversarchery.com.
Awesome. That's great. Well, we really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for joining us here on the show. Everyone watching this, go support Randy and Denny. They support us. They support the community. They're legends in the sport. And we couldn't have thought of any better two guys to have on the show for episode number 1 of the Single String Show. So thanks so much, guys, for joining.
We appreciate it, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Cody, let's do a scene change, brother. Here we are. So before we shut this thing down, we want to leave all of you with an opportunity to participate. This is an opportunity to win some prizes, win some giveaways, and even get selected to come on future episodes of the Single String Show. So as you participate in the shot of the show every episode by posting your video on social media, you are now entered into a pool to win giveaways and maybe even have a chance to come on the show with us. So this segment is called Shot of the Show. Cody, roll it, brother. Hey everybody, welcome to the Shot of the Show. At the end of each episode, we are going to leave you guys with a challenge so you can participate. The rules are very, very simple. First rule, when you post your video on social media, on Instagram or Facebook, in the comments section, tag us at the Single String Show. 2, your video has to just be one continuous take, no breaks, no cuts. And 3, you got to have fun. And 4, tell us a little bit about your bow. So for this week's challenge, we're shooting at an egg, just like at the Shooter Showdown with Sydney Phipps. We're standing at 15 yards, and we are shooting at an egg posted on your bail, posted on your 3D target, whatever you guys want to do. Okay, we're taking 2 shots today. Good for me. I'm shooting my Wengert Ibex. It's a 60-inch bow, 43 pounds at my draw length. Let's get it going. 2 arrows.
43 pounds at your draw.
Cody, you think I'm actually going to hit the egg this time?
There's no pressure this time, so more than likely.
That's true. And I had to move up to 15 yards apparently. Just high and right?
All right. This is at 15.
Pressure's on. Yeah, 15 yards.
There you go.
Go check it out. That's awesome. Yo. Again, it's got to be a continuous shot.
2 ain't bad.
Yeah, that's not bad, right?
There you have it. Same rules apply as the Shooter Showdown. And that egg is no longer.
Man, where was that shooting when I was shooting against Sydney Phipps? What the heck? So anyhow, thanks so much everybody for joining us tonight on our first episode of Single String Show. The show is for the entire single string community. This episode was our pilot episode. So if you have any show ideas, good trivia questions, or just general comments about the show and how we can get better, please send them to thesinglestringshow@gmail.com. We can also be reached on our social media platforms at The Single String Show, Instagram and Facebook. Please, please, please subscribe to this channel and share this episode when we launch it for permanent. Once it stays up on our YouTube channel permanently, share it everywhere you possibly can. And we love you guys. We really appreciate each and every one of you guys. We just have such a passion for the sport. Cody, anything to add, brother?
Nope, just to encourage people to load us up with feedback so we can make it better and make it as interactive as possible. My frustration is listening to podcasts is you always want to ask a question or say something back, and I want to make sure we get that opportunity here.
That's awesome. All right, guys, that's the Single String Show, episode 1. That's a wrap. Let's cut it.